Hey everyone, Joe here again from buildassetsonline.com, and today we're continuing with our FAQ series where we look at questions where people ask around the web on places like Quora or forums or whatever, and we see what people have to say and give our input basically. So today's question is something that people ask us all the time, and we've referenced it in other videos and blog posts before. But I want to do a specific video dedicated to it. And the question is, should I form an LLC for a dropshipping business? This is asked on Quora. So let's see what Brian Davis Marvel, a CPA since 2001 and an entrepreneur since the fifth grade, has to say. So I answer this one as someone who creates LLCs, S-Corps, and C-Corps for a living. Unless you think that you will be sued, the cost and the paperwork expense is probably not worth the protection of forming a company. Remember, if you form a company, in order for it to be any protection, you must do the care of feeding it in the form of corporate governance. So I'm not sure exactly what he means there. Let's scroll down to the next answer. So yeah, I'm not liking the answers I'm seeing. It's just, so this guy's from some attorney thing. They do contracts. So he's representing someone that does contracts. So yeah, they're basically saying, I think they're saying that you should form an LLC. And I think the first time I read this, I thought what he was saying was that yes, you should form one because the cost of the paperwork is worth the protection that it brings you, and I would agree with that. The minor cost of the paperwork of forming the business is well worth the asset protection, if that's what he's trying to say. So bravo to him if he's trying to say that. But furthermore, I think what hasn't been mentioned in these responses is that when you're looking to start an LLC, or when you're looking to start a dropshipping business, and we get emails saying like, hey, should I form an LLC? Should I not form an LLC? It indicates to us that people are looking to make like a quick buck online, and they're not actually looking to build an online business. For whatever reason, people don't equate doing business online with a real business, when in fact it is a real business. And if you were going to open a physical location down the street, you would absolutely take the time to form an LLC or an S-Corp or a C-Corp or whatever your tax professional recommends. You would take those steps. So an online business is no different. And the asset protection is one thing, but the other thing that you need to keep in mind is that the major and biggest benefit, in my opinion, of having an LLC or an S-Corp or a C-Corp or whatever is the tax benefits. Now, if you look at any people that are extremely wealthy and have gotten extremely wealthy, like, kind of built it on their own, they do a lot to minimize their tax burden. And the fact is that in most countries, businesses have far more tax advantages than individuals in terms of what you have to pay, what you get to write off, things like that. So, at the end of the day, your taxes are going to be your biggest expense in your life and in your business. There's a reason the phrase says you can't avoid death or taxes, because both of them are coming no matter what. So as far as the tax portion of it goes, I can't tell you how to avoid death, but I can tell you that forming a business and working with a CPA and someone who knows what they're doing is what every high-level business person on the planet does. So if you're thinking about forming an online business, a dropshipping business, or another business, start yourself out with a solid foundation and get an LLC. Another reason you should get an LLC if you're starting a dropshipping business is because you need like some sort of, an official organization, an official company to build relationships with the best suppliers. So, unless you're going to do dropshipping from AliExpress or one of those business practices that we don't recommend because I've never seen them work, and I've never met anyone that's made it work really. So unless you're planning on doing that, which you shouldn't be doing, you're going to need a real business to form real supplier partnerships. So that about wraps it up for this one, guys. Should you form an LLC for a dropshipping business? Absolutely. Yeah, don't forget, if it's on YouTube, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We really appreciate it. And as always, grab the free course in the description, the Online Asset Playbook, where we show you kind of how we structure our online business portfolio. So that's it for this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.